like it might rain a bit later on. Hopefully not as rainy as it was at Chessington yesterday on the Skyrider. Entry, if you got a ride access passes via the exit, you just follow the ramp up to the exit. It saves you going around queuing up for a ride. Some giraffes with hats.
And trainers.
Yeah, it's fairly busy today, being a Monday. It was about 25-minute wait for Skyrider, but with a ride access pass we were able to log on as the first ride at the beginning area, and then by the time we got down here we were able to go straight onto the ride. Remote controlled trucks.
Oh, I'd have loved that when I was a kid, would you?
Got bits of track on roof there. Get good views from a park from up here, don't you? And good views of Miniland.
If you want the good views of Miniland, though, make sure you get on the
left-hand side. Yeah, get on the left-hand side of the seat for good views of Miniland. Good aerial views of Miniland. Nice gentle ride to start the day.
It's one that gets quite long waits, I think, as well, doesn't it, near the end of the day?
Yeah, so it's near the entrance and exits. So that's pretty much our ride on Skyrider. Hey up. So we're at Legoland, going around. We just come down on the left hand side when you go through beginning, gone to Skyrider. Just making our way down to Deep Sea Adventure, which is another plus size friendly ride. One thing I will point out, there's loads of seating dotted around, but it is quite up and down. Not really steep hills, but it is on a slope. So there is quite a bit of walking up and down hills if you do come here and you're plus size. I've got some mobility issues. So a ride on Deep Sea Adventure. You got a ride access pass, go via the reserve and ride entrance.
Lost city of Atlantis. We're always in need of new recruits to join us on our mission. And this is your chance to join the next underwater adventure.
Hey recruits, check out all of the colorful corals around you. Fun fact, coral reefs form the home for hundreds or even thousands of sea creatures all living together. Reefs are home to 1/4 of all marine life.
Some more of our guys are out here looking for Atlantis, lost treasures in the ocean, and spotted super cool sea creatures. The water is full of life, Atlantic treasure. Keep an eye open for lurking sharks. Some like to lie around on the seabed. I do love sharks. Awesome fact. Sharks have been on the earth longer than dinosaurs.
Don't forget about the cow-nosed stingrays. They're pretty cool too. They swim in groups and use their wings to kick up the sand and find hidden foods.
Brace yourselves, explorers. We're approaching Atlantis. Yay! Yes!
Mermaid. Side.
I think this is called stingray though.
Looks like he's enjoying it.
There must be a lot of food there.
Lego Hotel. Castle. Deep Sea Adventure. So we just completed a ride on Deep Sea Adventure here at Legoland Windsor. Very plus size friendly ride. There's about 5 steps going down from the moving walkway onto the ride vehicle. But once you get there, there's no restraints or anything, just bench seats. You sit down and just watch all the fish float by as the ride vehicle takes you through the aquarium. It's really a unique ride here at any other theme parks in the UK. Definitely plus size friendly, definitely worthwhile going on if you come here as a plus size guest or have mobility issues. Haunted House Monster Party. A werewolf. Spider, I think that's from Spinning Spiders Ride.
Haunted House.
So if you've got a ride access pass, follow the reserve and ride entrance. So we just had 2 rides on Haunted House Monster Party. Very plus size friendly. It's a Tacoma Madhouse. There is a flight of stairs that you have to climb up to get into the show house, show building. So there's about 8 steps, 10 steps maybe to get up there, and you need to be stood up for maybe about 5 minutes while they do the pre-show before you go onto the ride itself. But once you get on the ride, it's just a lap bar what comes down. Each seat is individually seated, but if you come on a quiet day, you can also put a gap between you and the next person, so you've got a bit more width. But I'd say it's just a lap bar and it just locks whenever it touches your belly just to hold you in place. So another plus size friendly little ride here at Legoland Windsor. It's a lovely day here today. Sun's out, completely different to it was yesterday. Flight over Skyline, flying 4D cinema. Plus size friendly. So just completed Flight over Skyline at Legoland Windsor. My sizes are, I'm 54-inch waist and 64-inch chest. Now this is a 4D flying cinema. You have the actual width of the seats, they're about the same width as a standard airline seat, so maybe about 20 inches. And there is little bars what come up on the side, like armrests. So you need to be narrow enough to fit into there, but then there's a seat belt what goes around your waist. And I had plenty of room, I had like another 3 or 4 inches easily to go around pulling it out full. But there's a strap what goes between your legs and you have to fit the seat belt through the strap and then clip it in. So for me it was fine, so I'm quite tall so I can stand up and I can put it around one leg and then put it through the loop and then connect it before sitting down. But if you're shorter and all your weight's around your bottom and your lower belly, you might struggle on this ride. So Hydra's Challenge is a plus size friendly ride. There's some walking to go up and over the water to get into the ride vehicles. But once you're in, it's plus size friendly. You do have to stand for the duration of this ride though, standing up for maybe about 5 minutes. But there's no restraints or restrictions once you get into the ride vehicle. Little tigers. The tigers playing. I've got the waterfall running today. Vehicles. Got the Monster House Party building. Show building, the exit line. There's the main entrance.
Welcome back to the station. Once train is completely stopped, please make your way to the back of the train and have a great day at Legoland Windsor Resort.
Hey up, just had a ride on Laser Riders. If you've got a ride access pass, go through the ride and reserve queue line. It's a lot shorter and you go straight on to where you seat on the ride vehicles. What I would say is it is plus size friendly this. There is a lap bar what comes down, but it only comes down just to touch your belly to make sure you're seated in place. But what I would suggest is if you're a plus size couple like myself and Louise, see if you can get a ride vehicle to yourself, so one person sits in the front and one person sits on the back, or else it'll be a bit of a tight squeeze for 2 plus size people to sit side by side in one ride vehicle. But we're usually very accommodating and allow you to do that. A ride on Ninjago. See if we can beat Louise on one of these rides where you get shooting and points. She beat me on Laser Riders, and I don't think I've ever won on Ninjago either, so we'll have a go, see if we can do it this time. If you've got a ride access pass, just go left through the reserve and ride entrance. It takes you straight up a number of stairs. There is a lift if you're wheelchair bound or you can't get out of your scooter. There is a lift which will take you up and over the ride track. Hey up. So we've just had a ride on Ninjago, the ride. This is a plus size friendly ride. You'll definitely fit on if you're my size or even bigger. I'm 6'2", 165 kilos at the moment, 54-inch waist and 64-inch chest. There is a laugh bar what comes down, but it only comes down to meet your belly, and you'll have plenty of room, don't worry about it. We've done about 11,000 steps walking around the actual park. We did manage to do the Dragon, which is a plus size friendly ride, and check out my previous vlogs for information on that ride. We've also not managed to do the log flume ride or the pirate ship, which are both again plus size friendly rides, but all in all we've had a great time. We've done a number of rides and a couple of re-rides on the Monster House party, etc. So a great day in all. So just had a ride on, just had our ride on Holly. If you enjoyed this vlog, like and subscribe.